Hey, it's me, GV, and welcome back to the Patreon channel, ladies and gentlemen. I want to say a big thank you to all the patrons supporting this YouTube channel, making this thing happen, supporting the main YouTube channel, which is pretty much the point of this YouTube channel. But welcome to Baldur's Gate 3, Episode 35, our blindfold playthrough. We're in Act 3, and, it's difficult because I'm like, okay, nobody cares about the pacing, right? It's like, you just want to have fun with it. But I was about to say, it feels like we're progressing at a snail's pace, but in reality, like I said, I mean, this game is meant to be savored. It's how it's designed. It just is a tricky game when it comes to recording in a playthrough format because there's so much stuff to do and see, obviously. Anyways, welcome back. Yeah, we are discovering a murder mystery. I'm still sick, by the way, if you notice me coughing or sniffling or anything like that. I am still sick. FYI, getting over a sickness post-trip, post-vacation that we just recently took. Just as a heads up, but yeah, we're trying to get to the bottom of a murder in this open hand temple. Yeah, open hand temple, which is like a worshiper of Ilmater, which we've seen their arrows. I don't really know much about Ilmater. I don't know much about D&D lore in general. But yeah, there's been a murder here. The father, they're blaming it on a refugee, but it sounds like that's not who it is. So we've got Brother Donick.
I've said all I have to say already. Now I just want to pack up my kitchen and leave.
I'm investigating Logan's murder. What do you know?
I know it's not fair. This was the best job I ever had. Logan was kinder than most. And now they're blaming a refugee for his death. Typical.
Where are the bodies?
We tossed Brilgor out back. Sister Rose has Logan in the infirmary, preparing him for a decent burial. You could pop your head in and pay your respects.
I'm sure there's other stuff we could talk to him about.
Look, I need to finish up.
Okay, it's always weird when they give you so many options, but then they just cut it short. Yeah, there's a bloody hatch here, which obviously definitely has something to do with this for sure. So we'll have to deal with that at some point. And then this looks like it goes outside. I love this game, how it looks, man. God, it's so beautiful. Again, I just really love games that aren't afraid to be colorful. So many games are so scared to have color in them and saturation. I don't know why. Like, especially during the Call of Duty.
What's that?
Kind of the Call of Duty for, big Call of Duty beginning era. So many games during that time were just so gray and green. Fallout 3, perfect example. Love games that use color, Pearl, pick up an add to wear, scroll of wall of stone. We'll send to Lae'zel. Surprised there doesn't seem to be anything like hidden back here. You might have to like walk up to something to get a perception check. Oh, are those vines? Maybe that's the point of this. Yeah, knotted roots. Seems like that's the point of this outward area. Because I'm betting.
That collar looks familiar. Does this cat belong to Gale?
That collar? What? What collar? I'm getting experience, and then apparently there's a collar that belongs to Gale. Tressum. Oh yeah, this is Gale's cat, yeah. Yeah, that's right. I remember Gale mentioning Tressum. It's a cat creature. It's not just a cat, right? Tressum.
Yeah. Tressum seems nervous, but you can't quite tell why.
That cat is freaking adorable.
What are you doing here, Kitty?
Kitty? How vulgar. You can call me... Actually, it's better if you don't call me at all. That'll be all, thank you.
Well, I guess we need Gale to talk to Tressum, which I suppose we could do, because we just go to camp and then get Gale and then come back out right. I kind of wish... I don't know. I don't know if there would be a better way to do that. Some way to, like, call over. Yeah, that probably would be the way to do it. It's a little immersion breaking, but call over Gale. Gale comes over, and then say, okay, bye, Gale. That sort of thing,
Or in toys with us, where she could destroy us. Whatever her motivations, I hope she reveals them quickly.
Bum, 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 bum. Join me, why don't you? There's plenty of adventure to be had.
Would that I could. But
Take Karlach's place.
Magical. So,
Okay, and then Gale's going to get 1,000 level ups, but I'm not going to care about that because that's going to take 1,000 years to level him up, especially because he's a wizard. You're a wizard, Gale. Now, I would imagine Gale would talk to his own cat here. I would assume. Looks like he has something to say, too.
the Absolute should be a thing of the past, and I with it. Yet, at the risk of angering Mistra further, I'm glad it didn't come to that, given what has come to light.
What are you talking about?
The Elder Brain. But, more importantly, the crown that it wore. Even without seeing it for myself, I could sense it. Netherese magic. So pure, so complete. And I doubted what I was feeling at first. Most Netherese artifacts contain only the faintest amount of their former power. The ghost of an echo of a memory. That crown was different. I can't fathom how such a wonder survived. Surely everything of its ilk was destroyed along with Netheril itself, but no matter. It exists. I must learn more of it.
So you're dropping the whole blowing yourself up thing? You think I'll just forget about that?
Likely not. If I've done damage to your opinion of me, then I'm truly sorry. But if this crown amounts to what I suspect it is, then your faith will soon be restored, and then some. It's clear crown and brain are intrinsically connected. Given the pressing urgency of us smiting the latter, understanding the former could make all the difference. We need to learn more about what we saw. An artifact as powerful as that crown must have been documented somewhere. As luck would have it, we'll soon find ourselves near one of the finest book collections this side of Candlekeep, Sorceress Sundries. I need to go there and learn all I can.
Sounds like an excellent idea.
The only kind I have? Their collection of rare tomes is unparalleled. Netherese texts are hardly commonplace, but I'm certain they'll have one or two stashed away. You'll have to forgive my eagerness, but if my suspicions prove to hold water, this could be the answer to all our problems.
We literally had that conversation before, so that's kind of weird. I'm not sure why we just had the same conversation there. Okay, Tresim, who is a what? Level 1 Tresim. Slinging through door cracks, preening with one eye on the nearest milk saucer, flitting with a snap of their wings around the chimney of a wizard's tower. Tresim are like all small felines in that they ride the line between cuteness and total nuisance. Yeah, so I guess Tresim is the breed, but we don't know what the name is.
Mr. Dakarios, heavens! Fancy seeing you here.
Tara! That can't be you, can it?
I suppose you won't be terribly shocked to find your old friend Tara amongst the pigeons. They've always been a personal favorite.
My, is that a ring? For us? Oh, you shouldn't have. Enjoy yourself now, Tara. Looks like you've got yourself set up quite nicely here.
What's your Tresim doing here, Gale?
She isn't my Tresim. She's my friend. And from the looks of things, it appears she's eating pigeons.
Can you ask her to stop eating pigeons?
Oh, right. Did you hear that, Tara? Stop it?
Well, these must be important birds indeed, Mr. Dakarios. Forgive me for feasting on their bodies and bones so very voraciously.
Oh, she's agreed. Just about.
Item received, the Ring of Blink. Well, I more care about the letters. Bundle of letters. Which we can't seem to interact with, which is odd. So let's sort by latest here. Bundle of letters. A letter marked as your eyes only but lacking a name. Item received, 3 items received. And where'd that ring go? Ring of Truthfulness. Maybe Gale was the one that just got that ring. Okay, so oh yeah, because there was something about letters going missing, right? Anonymous letter, a plain unadorned note. A lengthy letter from a Baldurian patriarch to an unknown correspondent. It describes in no certain terms how both parties could profit from a war. In no uncertain terms. Letter about taxes, a plain, unadorned note. A concerned citizen tries to clarify his economic situation so that they are taxed accordingly. It's a nightmare of an epic proportion that would make an accountant cry. Postmaster Shipman Enquiry. For the special and direct attention of Roa Moonglow only. Look, Roa, you city Zent have always been consummate professionals to me, so I don't understand why the Walkeen's rest cell is so useless. I was supposed to receive several items from them a few days ago, but I've heard absolutely nothing. Could you put out some feelers? Zaris doesn't answer my correspondence anymore. Danzo. And those are people we've definitely
Oh, I have the magic touch.
heard from recently. Selenite Prayer Sheet. Ring of Blink, which gives you Blink, which is what? At the end of your turn, roll a d20 on 11 or higher. You vanish into the ethereal plane. While there, you can't be harmed or seen in this world. When you do vanish, your presence here is a representation of the location you'll come back to. You can choose to teleport it up to 20 feet. Weird. Okay. Alright, well, I expected to find something a little more important there. Let's head to camp real quick. What was that? Letter from Arabella? The ink is still fresh, and the letter is drawn in a careful hand. Hey, you, so I owe you a lot. For one, I don't know what the inside of a snake's belly looks like. For another, you let me stay at your camp. And for another, you found out what happened to moms and pops. I'm on my own now, and Bone Man says it's a good thing. I just have to let the weave guide me. And as far as I can tell you, it's tugging me to Baldur's Gate, so I'm headed there first. Anyways, thanks for everything. I won't forget it. Arabella. Gather your allies. Yeah, which seems to be the big get everybody together for the ending sort of quest. That's the Tressum, right? Wait, Grub? Who's this? Yenna?
Hi. It's me, Yenna. You remember me, right? You were really nice to me before, and, my mum hasn't come back yet. She might come later. I don't think she's coming. Could we maybe stay here?
Oh. If the child's desperate enough to seek safety in our company, who are we to turn her away?
I literally do not know who this is.
Of course you could stay, Yenna. Pick a spot and settle in.
Yes! You've got a fire and everything. I can cook really good. Whatever you want. Thank you, thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Who is that? Yenna? I, have a vague memory. Yeah, there's been so many kids that we've had to help, though. Okay. Conjured imp who I can't talk to. What about the fox here? Grub?
I'm just a cat. Please, talk to Yenna.
She's so cute. He's so cute. Yeah, I thought that was a fox.
I'm not going to hurt you, kitty.
I don't like talking.
Do you know what happened to Yenna's mother?
Nothing good, I don't think. She was so very sick. Maybe she made like a cat and went off to spend her last life.
Is Yenna mistreating you?
Yenna is my best friend. She's kind. Help her, not me.
May I pet you?
Please don't.
Oh, come on. Come on, Grub. All right, fair enough. I feel like we sent someone else to camp, too, didn't we? We have so many people here now. Isobel. Where is Karlak? I think I just saw her and my brain wrote her off for whatever reason.
Fucking shapeshifter. She'll try to break our best asset, our trust. Fortunately, she's no match for our second best asset, me.
Oh, that would be interesting, yeah.
Come on, we're heading out.
You know I'm up for it, but your party's a little full.
Take Gale's spot.
Excellent. Let's go.
Okay, I expected that to be about the murders, but 'twas not. 'Twas not. So we'll head back to the roof here, see if there's anything else on the roof. Oh, I see something bloody. I see some blood. I guess it's just bloody pigeons that the cat was eating. That almost looks like, I was gonna say a hidden little entryway, but I don't think so. Is there really nothing else on this roof? Honestly, kind of surprising. I guess that just deals with the, the postmaster quest or whatever. Okay, so let's go over here. Let's go ahead and jump down here real quick. Come on, ladies. Come on, Shadow. Oh, you can do it. Oh, no, you can. Oh, no, you can. There's the, the cemetery back there, which definitely is going to give us some information. Since they said they buried one of the murdered peoples, I do believe. Okay, let's jump down here. -2 HP and prone. Is there no way to get down outside of just going back to where we were? That's fine. Will they not jump because they'll take damage? Looks like they will. Okay. So, where we left off was the kitchen. We got to remember there's that cellar there. We also have to talk to everybody, too, because we can ask them about what they know. This goes back down here, which then just leads back to... Yeah, we've already been over this way, so we don't need to be over here. But I feel like there's one more room we did not go into. We can ask those, those, like, the novices at the front as well. What's this say?
Belfry. Bell ringers only past this point.
A belfry. Interesting. That's definitely where I would put a clue if I was making a murder mystery quest. Burnished necklace. Okay. Ladder, bell mechanism, burnished necklace, and the bell. The deep emerald stones on this chain sparkle like Eldath's eyes. I guess I'll just pick up and add that to wares? Surprised that doesn't seem more important. Okay, and then the bell. I'm going to inspect it. I'm going to use it. Okay, bell mechanism. That really do nothing else? Fair enough. Definitely expected something to happen there. Some sort of gargoyle comes over or something, you know? All right, so yeah, we got to interview, I think, 3 novices, and then, yeah, go into the cellar. And then also, I don't think we went over this way, which is what? This was the infirmary. I remember that. So what's in the infirmary? An End to Suffering. Encyclopedia Apotheca by Sandra Toliar. Portrait of a Snowy Brown Beard. Okay, we've got Sister Rose the Penitent.
What ails you? Marsh fever? Feather lung? Be quick, I've not got all day.
I'm looking into Logan's death. I need to ask you some questions.
What do you want to know?
Who do you think killed Father Logan?
I reckon Investigator Valeria is right. One of the refugees killed him. Cruelly, too. They cut off his hand, sawed right through the bone. I found a paralytic poison on one of his wounds. Logan was alive while they took the hand. He just couldn't scream. It's sick. We give them everything, and all we get is nothing but a good man to bury.
Okay.
Please,
yeah, it's interesting. You can really only get like one thing from them, and then they kind of don't tell you anything else. There's Father Lorgan, who we can cast Speak with Dead with. Shabby wardrobe. I guess she's going to get mad if we look in this.
Best keep your hands to your...
Yeah. Okay, can I sneak? She's like literally right there. Who is sneaking right now? Hiding failed. Okay, that's fine. Can I interact with this body? Father Lorgan dead. I don't know if it's even going to let me interact. I can't even tell if it's illegal or not. So, let's cast... Recast Speak with Dead. That should be pretty helpful in a murder inquiry.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
We know who he is. I mean, that seems pretty easy. Wouldn't he literally just be able to tell us that? What were you doing when you died? How did you die? Where were you attacked? Who killed you?
Dwarf, dressed in red.
Well, that's helpful. Okay. How did you die?
A poisoned blade. Paralysis.
What were you doing when you died?
Hiding Brilgor from fists.
Interesting. Why were you hiding Brilgor?
Must protect innocence. Ilmater's will.
Why did he kill you? Where did you hide him? Where were you attacked? Where did you hide him?
Took him to the tunnel with the rest. Oh, fool.
The spell's power waned.
Well, that was extremely helpful. Looks like I can loot him. Lorgan's chest key. I don't think it's even illegal to take that. Okay.
Please, leave me.
I like how she doesn't even care that we just spoke to him. Okay, so I should be able to hide and then loot this. Oh my god. They're so annoying. Yeah, the crime system in this game I really wish was different personally. Because like in... What? Oh, hiding successful. Because like in Skyrim... Was there blood here before? Wait, what? Why is there blood here now? Yeah, because in Skyrim, it makes sense. You're in first person, you know, you have a little bit more control. But in this game, it just feels really bad to, like, try to hide and sneak something, personally. Okay, I'm going to try to go for it. Just wanted to see if there was something interesting inside of there. Okay, so that should be everything discovered except for the tunnels, which it sounds like, yeah, that's where the hatch leads. But let's talk to the other 3 people just to see if they know anything about this. What's up, Novice Bramble?
May Ilmater guide your footfalls, stranger.
Okay, she sounds scared for some reason.
Times may be hard.
If you're looking for a handout...
Alright, so they don't really talk. There's also, like, blood everywhere, I feel like. So we know it's a red dwarf. Who, yeah, sliced him with a paralytic blade while he was trying to hide Brilgor to save them against the Iron Fist or whatever. So let's talk to her.
How goes the search?
Tell Yanis what you found so far.
Talking to the victims' corpses was clever, but I don't know if Valyria will accept that testimony. You're on the right track. Please, keep looking.
Fair enough. I mean, we could accept the testimony from the other lady that literally saw me talk to the corpse, right? Okay, so ornate wooden hatch. This must lead to the tunnels. And so he was down here when he was murdered? And also he has some sort of chest, yeah, some sort of chest because we got a key for a chest. There's a lot of blood down here. And there's a pouch over here. Pouch. Rotten fish and rotten cheese. Basket of onions. Bunch of random stuff. I mean, there's definitely got to be... Okay, there's a door over here. Double doors. Alright. I feel like we're about to be attacked by something, but I don't know what. So what have we got over here? Silver glass on the Weary, Volume 1, Father Lorgan. A collection of Father Lorgan's writings on despondency. Perhaps the hardest suffering to ail is that which dulls but does not pang. Weariness sits deep within one's soul, but it casts its miring net across the surface, dampening all errant thoughts and feelings in its wake. malaise of this sort can rot the heart if left to fester, but must be extricated carefully. Above all else, the weary soul knows itself better than you can. Do not condescend, do not assume, do not impose. Simply avail yourself as a tool to the weary. Let them know you can be used however they might need. Rites for the passive. A book of Ilmatari death rites. The page on the turning is particularly dog-eared. There will come many a time, O worshipful tormented, that you will have to comfort a faithless unfortunate as they pass from this life to the next. Or perhaps even more distastefully, you may be faced with a dying acolyte of a wretched god, keen to shirk the blasted afterlife awaiting them. The Lord on the rack grants us a great many powers, but altering the moral velocity of a soul is one we cannot shift on the deathbed. If one has lived a life of sin, their soul is bound for a sinful place, no matter their final protestations. However, it would do much more harm than good to tell them this. Ilmata does not forbid the speaking of untruth, no matter how polite society deems the act. If it would spare the dying wretch some suffering as they pass, tell them that the weeping God awaits them with his balming embrace. Make them believe. Whatever torment their soul bears in the realms beyond, it remembers not their body, so spare them at least this final passing moment from hardship. Okay. So just typical death rite stuff, right? I guess that thing was telling them to lie if they're not part of their faith or whatever. Hand drum, plea of rest. A hastily scrawled and slightly damp plea of rest requesting to be freed of Ilmater's service for the duration of a 10-day as the writer mourns Father Lorgan. Sheet music. An elegiac, I don't know that word, fugue in the key of D minor entitled Ode to the Oppressed. Alrighty. Well, where does this go? Double doors. Looks like we got 2 quest markers. One over that way, one over this way. I guess we should hide, right?
A crypt. This must be where Shira Clawen is buried.
Oh. So this is for the monk amulet quest. Sarcophagus and a plaque.
Here lies Flintster Sunseeker, born 1400 DR, died 1456 DR.
I wonder what DR stands for. I don't think I know that. Flintster Sunseeker. Who has nothing but is a zombie, it looks like. Okay.
Here lies Sister Shira Clawen, date of birth unknown, died 1491 DR.
Date of birth unknown.
Here it is.
Here lies Aloric Windbane, born 1399 DR, died 1486 DR.
So he had a longer life in comparison. Raloric Windbane. Now it says they're zombies, which is weird, because if they were just dead, they wouldn't be zombies, right?
Here lies Satida Atana, born 1411 DR, died 1485 DR.
Well, I feel like these zombies are going to attack us, because the fact that they're calling them zombies when they should just be dead. Okay. Shira Clarwin.
Darling Shira, faithful to the crying god, long didst I wait, only to find thine empty flesh. Gone thou might be, alas. And yet thy shell will rise. Oh, honored Shira, her spirit hath fled, and her body but merely a husk. Swear I did to shed this foul mania and bestow it upon Shira. She was to endure, to suffer, as was her god Ilmata's wont. Who now shall bear the madness Shah has wrought on me, so I might no longer suffer? Oh, shall it be thou?
So he went to this woman and he infested her body, and now he needs to send the madness into somebody else. I mean, it's not going to be us. If it will bring you peace, I will bear the madness. Gods know I don't want to inherit your curse. And what happens if I say yes? Ponder what you know of the monk's affliction. What are the consequences of accepting it? Arcana check. which we pass. Not bad.
The monk himself holds your answer. Tasha's hideous laughter is a powerful skill, but earning it may come at the cost of wisdom.
At the cost of No. I mean, we've already been able to take that spell.
Gods, no. I don't want to inherit your curse.
Well, if laugh I must, let our alliance end on a lark.
Yeah, I figured. Yeah, that's kind of exactly what I thought would happen. Yeah, I mean, Tasha's hideous laughter. You can get that without taking a hit to your wisdom or whatever. So, Shira Clairwyn, who is possessed. The affected entity is possessed by the spirit of the Mad Monk. Interesting. And then, yep, I figured these bodies would come up simply because they were called zombies. So this one's low HP. This one, yeah. So we should probably go for this guy. We should take out the little ads first. Although, to be quite honest, we could probably just take out the monk. Because we do have a ton of damage. So let's do that. Let's go for Reckless Attack. Hit for, looks like 19 plus 4 plus 1. Main hand attack again. And unfortunately, we're surprised, so everybody loses their turn now. So Tida Atana, who gets a critical hit. Zombies just getting critical hits in a row for some reason. Okay, our turn is Karlak again. Reckless attack. Reckless attack. Frenzied strike. Yep. I was wondering if we killed the main zombie. Oh.
Eternally cursed then, my spirit be. No. Morning Lord, I call to thee, lend your forbearance. No.
Better
I
stop
hate
the
it
rest
had to
soon.
end like this. A torturous fate by any measure.
Yeah, I mean, I wonder if there was a better way to end that. Shira Clairwyn, Incense Stick. Now they have something for some weird reason. It almost feels like there must have been a better way to end that, but I don't know how. It almost feels like we should have been able to find, like maybe like a vessel where the curse could go into.
Take your
But the problem is that he wanted me to take the curse on, which our character wouldn't do in general, but also, yeah, you don't really seem to get too much from just getting the ability to cast Tasha's hideous laughter, but then it sounded like your wisdom would be permanently negatively affected. So I'm not down for that, so I don't know. I wonder if there's another way to solve that. I don't really know.
Take heed. I see a trap.
A trap display case. Okay, let's try to disarm this bad boy. DC of 20. My God. 27. We're rolling pretty strong. Locked.
Wonder what's
okay.
past this.
DC of 20 again. 15. We should be able to use another trap disarm toolkit, right? Roll again, use inspiration, uses one thieves tool. Nat 1. Critical failure. Okay. There we go. Supreme Elixir of Arcane Cultivation. Gain additional level 4 spell slot. Replace effects from other elixirs when drunk. Eh? Okay. Guess I'll give that to Shadowheart. Expected to find a little bit more from that, to be honest with you. Scroll of Dominate Person. Scroll of Arcane Lock. Holy Water. Teachings of Ilmater. Okay, let's take that. The Would-Be Saint. Double Doors Pile of Books. We'll look through that. Iron Candelabrum. Doopa-doopa-doo. Alrighty. Miracles of the Outer City. Miracles in quotes. A record of alleged miraculous phenomena on the outskirts of Baldur's Gate attributed to Ilmater. Customer of Gildro angle iron, reckons he healed up mighty quick from painful forge burn. Asked if Ilmater had something to do with the irksome, talkative gent outside Carmen's powerful agent of suffering. Soup still showing up at refugee camp even after Temple closed kitchen. Curious. Man's hands tied together in horse reins, claims he's a holy symbol. Manip Nestor reports feeling close to his duty since relocation to refugee camp. Don't really understand the point of that. I feel like I'm not getting a joke or something. Okay. And then it looks like... Looks like there's a secret passage back here, right? That you can jump up here. And then heavy chest and a viridian crystal. Yeah, let's jump over this way. Viridian crystal and a heavy chest with 24 gold and a silver chalice. Well, I'm assuming whatever secrets we're looking for are going to be back here. I also think I see a an enemy up ahead. Okay, that definitely seems like something's important. Something important's going to happen. Where are the other ladies? What are you guys doing? Need you to jump up here. And then over here. You can't do it? Okay, link up with everybody.
No time to rest.
Come on, ladies. I need your prowess. You can do it, Lae'zel. Figure it out. Okay. So, yeah, we definitely got people talking up ahead. We just got experience as well. Yeah, maybe some cult type thing, because if we see people in red hoods or something, sounds like that's what the dwarf was in. You know, the dwarf had a red hood. Something like that. So where does this go? I would imagine this is another entrance into the secret spot. There's a lever. I wonder if we could have opened this. I don't know if there's like a way to open it from this side, because I love finding like little secrets like that. Not entirely sure. Okay.
Be patient, child. Brethren in blood, tell them.
Arrow of... Are you kidding me? Well, all right. So what happens now? Can I not even... So cheap. I mean, it's a good idea, but... How do you... So you have to go back to Withers now? When's my last autosave? Because that's kind of just... That feels like crap. Yeah. It was right before that door. Okay. As funny as that is, getting hit with an arrow of roaring thunder and then launched into a cave immediately, into a chasm immediately, dying. Yeah, there wasn't too much I could do about that. You would have to know that that guy would be able to do that. So as funny as that is, I think we're going to reload that. It also sucks because, like, I mean, I knew, you know, they were likely to be enemies, but I was going to try to give them the benefit of the doubt. You know, and see if they wanted to talk to me, so I feel like I was a little punished there for trying to see if there was a non-hostile way. Ladies, I need you to come over here. I don't know why you can't figure this out, but if you could jump over here, Shadowheart. Wait, what? What did they just find? Okay, everybody stop. God, when you get in this situation, it's so annoying when they just keep jumping into places you don't want them to be. What did you just discover? Oh, something on the wall here. Heraldic sign? Ah. So I'm assuming that button just opens this. Yeah, which exactly what was what I was talking about. I was wondering if there was a way to open it from the other side. Okay, so let's sneak this time, and I guess we'll just fire a sneak attack off on them. Alright, so let's get as close as possible because I don't want to get launched. Again, Eldritch Blast. Muzz.
It must be here somewhere.
Okay, that should hit hard regardless.
Be patient, Jack.
Well, it almost looked like they did want to talk to us, but they attacked me immediately last time, so I don't know. Let's go for a reckless attack. Or just stop. Okay, try that again.
My goodness, this is sick.
This is sick? What's sick? Offhand attack. Let's do that. Critical miss and turn. Laser. Fainting attack. Okay, big hit. Main hand attack. Which misses. Rudd's turn. Misses the opportunity attack too, for the love of God. Morphic ambush? What the hell is morphic ambush? Undergo a shocking transformation to startle your foes. Successfully ambushed entities are more susceptible to your attacks. Okay, we'll use Indomitable. So we do get the save. Slam on Lae'zel, which misses. Zom's turn. Morphic ambush. Everybody gets the save, though. We will go ahead and Hellish Rebuke. Immediately burns him. Why do we not have... Why do we not have an action with Fear? I'm not understanding why that is. Rudd. 2 damage, but he gets the save there. And turn. Shadowheart. Firebolt. 17 damage and radiating orb. Not bad. Karlach. Reckless attack.
Fun.
So... yeah, she said this is... Karlach said this is sick, and I don't know what she was referring to. Oathbreaker Knight Boots. Ba-ba-da-bee-ba-ba. Okay. We've got a whole lot of bodies here.
That's curious.
Okay, and there's something over here as well. Hole... which has Stillmaker. Very rare dagger, which gives you access to Hold Person. Okay, we'll send that to camp. Interesting. Oh, that was the dagger. Oh, so they used Hold Person on him. Yeah, interesting. Okay. And then who do we have all the way over here? Muzz, a doppelganger. So more doppelgangers. Field report, Death Stalker, something. Aspirant Dolar is talented, if a touch careless. The dagger he discarded lurks within these caves somewhere, though I know not where. I can smell it. The fear musk from his kills stands in the air after the act because he lets them marinate first. They stand, lie, sit, stock still as the poison fills their limbs with lead. Knowing only 2 perfect facts, they are going to die. There's nothing they can do about it. Crawler Mucus. Coat your active weapon with poison. Targets must succeed a Constitution saving throw or become paralyzed and poisoned. So I guess they can cast Hold Person with it, but they also generally used a paralytic agent. Flowery Key. This key spattered with blood is inscribed with the address of Frago's Flophouse in Worms Crossing. Okay. We'll send that to Lae'zel. That's just a short sword. Bunch of spears. Penella Lumpensix. Clown's Severed Torso. So that's... yeah. What's his name? Dipples? What's his name? I keep forgetting his name. The clown we're looking for. This chunk of corpse is still garbed in clown clothes.
Torso.
Dribbles.
Butchered. Hello, Dribbles.
Ilisera the First, a note found on the corpse of a woman underneath the open-hand temple. The effigy of Ilisera, who watched and waited. What use her eyes? She thought herself a huntress, but couldn't fathom her will. Below was an exaggerated signature written in blood or in the red. Okay. Yeah, so these doppelgangers have something to do with Orin, obviously. Ben Verlaine Plum. Blue Connor Balkosk. Enris Kellum. Leron Dustclotter. Alright, so that's all the bodies there. There's like a massive bloody head here. Daddy Hopper. Okay, so let's get up to here. Arrow of Roaring Thunder and a heavy crossbow. Okay. So then we could have come from behind them from over here. There's a sponge tray and a traveler's chest with 61 gold and a carafe of wine. Now, where else does this go, I wonder? Let's keep exploring. We seem to have solved... I mean, yeah, we pretty much solved the murder now, right? One of these guys was probably a dwarf, but I didn't really notice. Whoa, my God, how many people are they killing?
These were the people Father Lorgan was trying to help.
You might have tried helping a little harder based on the evidence.
Based on the evidence. Red Dill, Mephistopheles Tiefling, Peridot Ring, Ruby Ring, Brecca, Dear Mrs. Priest. This letter is written in the careful but erratic hand of a newly learned writer. Mum says I need to thank you, Mo, so thank you. Thank you for telling off the nasty woman who was shouting all those nasty things at me. That's 3 times I've wrote thank you now, 4, so I think Mum will be happy. One more thing. Did you see my teddy anywhere? I think I dropped it during all the shouting. Melkor, request for alms. Please, Father Lorgan. Rector Giannis, if you've any food to spare, our stomachs yowl at night like kicked dogs. Carrots, apples, will even crunch an onion if that's what you've got. Yours, Tholdra Tholdrin. Tenets of the Broken God. This prayer book is blotted with tear stains, and a few other pages bear the mark of frequent consultations. Adage 27, in the face of aversion, persevere. In the face of aggression, endure. In the face of one who is suffering, comfort. The broken God must shed tears, for without he would be heartless. Likewise, you will cry, you will weep, you will feel the lamentations cutting upon your shoulder blades. This entire entry has been scratched out in frustration. Spicy sausage links, which sound delicious. Gold. Scroll of Otaluk's Freezing Sphere. My God. Here's a pouch, traveler's chest, campfire, burlap sacks, open crate, and a plate. And there's the stuffed bear the little kid was talking about. All right, so yeah, basically Father Lorgan was trying to help all these people escape, I guess, the Flaming Fist's evil. I guess they were just being rude to the refugees, which is weird because they weren't like outright killing them, right? So I'm not sure exactly what the father was trying to prevent, but he was trying to help these people. Then doppelgangers basically like invaded, but the question is why? They might be literally just trying to cause chaos, because that definitely seems what Orin is all about, ultimately. Cloud kill? Okay, get me out of here now. Save failed against cloud kill? What is cloud kill? Okay, everybody get the hell out of here. Do not stop. Do not start climbing into the stuff there. Shadowheart, you have a preserve life. Please do that. Thank you.
Give up now.
So what the hell is cloud kill? Creatures who remain in the cloud take heavy poison damage. The cloud also heavily obscures what's in it. Swarming toadstool. Can I just shoot the cloud kill? Not sure if there's anything down here that I like want to find. No. Stop. Everybody just get to the edge of this. I'm trying not to have them take damage from that. So this goes down into whatever that is, which would be important. Most likely. I don't know if there's going to be stuff down here. I'm not really sure. Oh, there's a chest. Do we have, we do have telekinesis, don't we? But I'm not sure if I'd be able to do it without seeing that chest. Telekinesis. Throw a creature or object with your mind once per turn. Blah, 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 blah. So, use that. Select from world. Telekinesis wooden chest. Already targeted path is interrupted. Now, can I bring it up here? Target is blocked. Like that.
That should work.
I cannot believe that that worked. Although I can, because that's very Divinity Original Sin 2, which preceded this game. Okay, so what do we got in here? 40 gold. Alright, this feels very Oblivion. Do a really cool thing just to get rewarded with random leveled gold. Okay, I gotta go to the bathroom, so I will be right back. Alright, welcome back, folks. Welcome back. Hopefully that's the only thing down there. Not really sure if there would be other stuff. So yeah, just like, man, what is she the chosen of? It's either Ball or Bane. Like, I think she's Ball? Again, it's whatever the violent god is. And then, I forget what the other one's the god of as well. Bad stuff. Bad stuff is the point. Alright, everybody together. Swarming toadstool. Cave mouth. The hell was that? Oh, did we explore? Yeah. Yeah, I think we saw this. So that's really interesting. Oh, this looks really pretty. So that's really, yeah, I think we saw that cave mouth. So if we had just gone through there, we would have kind of taken a completely different sort of adventure. Because we dug this up too. Now, we didn't go through down here to the other side. But I think we did pretty much everything outside of that. So, yeah, let's take a look at our journal. Hide completed. Get Gortash's Netherstone. Disable the Steel Watch. Get Orin's Netherstone. Gather your allies. Avenge the Iron Hands. Destroy the Steel Watch Foundry. Find Dribbles the Clown. We have 2 body parts. Solve the Open Hand Temple murders. Yeah, didn't this flower key have a certain shop written on it or whatever? Well, we got to do the vampire palace. Okay, so yeah, we have to get into the shop like proper. Basically, there's a lot of shops and things that we have quests that tie to. Pretty much. Let's go over this way though. So I don't think we've been past this part, so I'm curious like where all this coastal stuff goes to. That goes up a cliff. Let's keep following the coastline. Murgrass. Clown face paint is worn off, which is interesting because it said it lasts until a long rest. Okay, so we have like a bunch of shipwrecks over here. And a traveler's chest.
Watch how you go. There's a trap.
Okay, so this one is trapped. Let's try to disarm it. Nat 20. We also got a lockpick it.
Keep me out.
Zoo bada boo bada boo ba ba he ba. Gold ring, which we will send to camp. I should have put that in my wares, actually. Necklace of Elemental Augmentation. When one of your cantrips deals acid, cold, fire, lightning, or thunder damage, add your spellcasting mod to the damage dealt. That is not bad. Potion of Greater Healing, Superior Healing, and gold. Not a bad chest there, if I do say so myself. Okay, Fish Belladonna. Looks like there's a heavy chest over here, too. Wonder how we get access to that. Looks like right here, maybe. Gold and an arrow of acid. And then that goes up that way, but I guess we'll just try to keep exploring the coastline for now. Just add it to the list of like 1,000 things we have to do in Baldur's Gate 3 Act 3 at the very beginning. What the hell is this? Bronze chalice. Well, what is all this stuff? Steam cloud? Huh. And there's a fresh corpse. Fear failed a perception check.
Stay vigilant. There are traps here.
Okay, so if there's traps, I mean, I can literally just destroy them from afar, can't I? Yeah, looks like that'll work. Do I want to recast Speak with Dead? Corpse 2 damaged. Interesting. Okay, so there's like a billion things over here. What is this? Vent? Can I destroy the vent? No. So we should grab this, move onto the vent. Target is too far. Bro, what are you talking about? Move. What do you mean target is too far? Okay. Move there. Good. Yeah, that actually did clear everything up. Cool beans. All right, and then let's get rid of that. And that. Okay. There's a tripwire there. Seemed to activate something. Everybody failing all the perception checks. Scale mail. Okay, he's got nothing. Alrighty, well, there seems to be another trap here, but I don't know where it is. Dying Stone Lord Thug?
My legs. I can't feel them. Tell the others. Let the boss know.
Tell the others, let the boss know, save failed medicine. God, we're just failing checks left and right that I don't really have any, like, control over. What happened here?
Guild. Wanted the cargo.
You hear the blood gurgle in his struggling lungs. His last ounce of strength is spent.
Jesus. That death animation. Fresh corpse. So he said guild. It almost sounds like Zentarim, right? Maybe. Dying Stone Lord Thug who's got nothing. We don't know who his boss is. Maybe we can speak with Dead?
The corpse remains.
The corpse remains silent. Unfortunate. So it's like some sort of, smuggling ring down here or something. Can you guys pass some perception checks, please, for the love of God?
This place is hungry for blood.
So many traps, man. Again, when this game places a trap, it is like placed. 1,000 billion of them are placed.
My time.
Okay. So Thier is dead. They're passing death saving throws so we can help up Karlak. What the hell was that? I mean, it's a really crappy use of a scroll of whatever, but I guess we have him ultimately. Scroll of revivifies. Okay.
I need to hold on.
Well, that was weird. Let's go ahead and go to camp and have a mega log rest. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we'll end this episode here. Thank you very much for watching. Act 3, be Act 3 and 50 gajillion billion things to talk to and interact with. So we will slowly be breathing it all in. Thank you very much for watching. You can check out the Patreon at patreon.com/Grovon if you'd like to get involved and submit and vote on future games that we play. And I'll see you next time. Bye.